Hello, today I'm going to show you how to create your own concertina book or accordion style notebook. This includes the covers, and I've included materials in the description below. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I'm starting with A2 paper, but you can use your own kind of paper at any size, and I'm folding this in half horizontally first. This should create your first crease. With that first crease, take both sides of your paper and fold into that middle crease. You should ultimately end up with 3 creases, and when you've got your 3 creases, cut your paper to create 4 pieces of paper. I already pre-cut these and have 4 strips of paper. For your concertina book, however, you only need 2. Next, I'm measuring 4 centimeters. I'm simply just going to measure the 4 centimeters so I know where to glue, and I'm going to stick both ends together, as you can see. I recommend using double-sided sticky tape rather than PVA glue, because this means you'd have to wait for it to dry first. Next, now that it is set, take the furthest end of your strip and meet the other end, and you're going to fold this in half to create one middle crease where you've already glued down. Open up your paper so you can see your middle crease, and now you're going to take both ends and fold into the center so you're meeting that end with that middle crease. Make sure you repeat this on both sides. In theory, you should have a little openy flat book that you can then open and flip over to the opposite side. Next, using each end, you should have 3 creases. You're going to use the furthest ends and fold into that crease. Ignore the middle crease and just use the following ones you just made. Repeat this on both ends. At this point, it should be able to fold in on itself to make it a little bit easier for yourself. Now, you fold into the center. You can now go ahead and meet that middle crease. It should look a little bit like this. If it does, you're looking great and you can fold it in half. That is essentially the first part of your accordion book. If you just want a basic book with no cover, that's all you need to do and that's it. However, we're going to go ahead and make a cover. As a little side note, I did have 4 pieces, so you can go ahead and make another book and stick these together to create an extra chunky accordion book, but I just wanted the small one for this project. To make the cover, I've got a heavier duty piece of card, usually around 300 GSM, and I'm sticking this down onto a nice piece of paper that I like the design of. I'm going to go ahead and cut around my piece of card, but make sure to leave at least 1 to 2 centimeters space so that we're not cutting right up against the line. I will say at this point, I pretty much just eyeballed it. It doesn't have to be neat and tidy, it's just a bit of fun. Next, I'm going to clip the corners all the way around, and this should create little flaps. With the little flaps made, you can go ahead, fold these down, and make sure that these meet at each corner. These just need to be glued down, and that is the essential part of your first cover done. Make sure to make 2 for both sides. Once you have the 2 covers, you can go ahead, pull your concertina back and stick them down. You're just going to take the first page of your concertina book, measure it out and make sure that it fits. When initially creating your cover, I just simply drew around my concertina book and made it ever so slightly bigger to ensure that it did fit. Again, this is just a heavier duty card, but you can use backing board to create more hardback covered concertina books. Repeat the sticking down process for each cover for the front and the back to have a completed concertina book. And that's really just it. You now have a hardback cover for your concertina book or accordion style book, and it just looks extra fancy and extra fun. Thanks for watching.